Excuse me. Hello, this is Marie Diaries, and I'm here to do a video. Alright, but before I get into this video and this reading, my spirit guides, my angels, my archangels, my ancestors of the highest white light, I ask that you come in and guide me, protect me always, 24/7, 365. I ask that you give me the clearest view of this video and this reading through any of the cards or anything that I decide to use and have in my hands. I ask that you immediately return any and all of the negative energies from people, places, and things, including ill will, intent, intentional or unintentional. I ask that you return it back to wherever it needs to go. People, places, and things. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Thank you. So I have decided today is a new month. What do you know? It's a new month, all right? It's September 1st, 2025. It's 10:13 p.m. I'm undecisive if I'm going to upload this tonight or I'm just going to wait until after my break, because I told myself I was going to take a break like I did the week around my birthday. I took that break in honor of me and my fur baby Snow. So I took that break. So I'm deciding I'm going to take another break for many reasons, multiple reasons. All right. So I'm undecisive if I'm going to upload this tonight or wait until like Sunday, Monday, and upload this. I mean, I could upload it, but as far as making it public, all right. So it's stuff that I talked about in my diary that I've also been is coming back up, right? So I know I've asked my mom about this, my mom that raised me, because my birth mom wouldn't have been able to tell me, because obviously she passed away when I was 7 years old. I was living here where I was residing where I'm at here, where I live at now, and my mom was in the Bronx. Okay, she passed away in the Bronx. So when she passed away, we was not together. I didn't even know who she was, like, you know. So that's just a whole side note. But anyways, my mom that raised me, I know I remember asking her, I don't know how many different times I've asked her about it, but I know that I have asked her about this. All right, so on my wrist, both of my wrists, right under this part, so I have these I think it's 4 dots. It's, from what I could see, and I've always noticed this as I was growing up, like it's like a permanent, how you would say, it's a permanent indentation. And even when I was younger, I try to remember, like you know how when you're a kid, you know, you're very so that something about that was just a confirmation. But I was trying to say, when I did that right there, I was trying to say, like, you know, when you're a kid, you like, you know, kids are very exploratory or whatever, and you know, sometimes you do things that you know you're not supposed to do. Like, also, I remember when I was younger, like, that's the most vivid memory of something like that I did when I was younger was when my sister, my oldest sister, she's not my biological sister, but I used to be, I don't want to say under her care, but she was kind of like my, what you want to say, live-in babysitter. Or when my mom wasn't around me or she was at work or whatever, she would be the next in line to have like supervision, responsibility over me in a way or whatever. So I know, like, vividly when I was younger, me being with her so much or whatever, like being under her hip or whatever you want to say, like that, like the time I must have been like, I must have just came with them or something when I did that, because I had to be young. And you know, you young, when you that young, you don't know no better. You doing stuff that you see the adults doing. So she in the bathroom and she doing her eyebrows like that. That was I don't know how often she like that now, because I ain't been around her and stuff, but when she was younger, she was real into her appearance and like her hair, her you know, her facial stuff like that. So she do her eyebrows a lot. Cause she do, out of all of the siblings, out of her and her two siblings, her sister and her brother, that they are from the same mom, which is the mom that raised me. You know, the older sister, she would be like, she did a lot of hair, a lot of people hair when she was younger and stuff. So she was like into her, you know, she was into her. So she very outgoing, extroverted person, you know. So she was really into her appearance and everything. So she, you know, do her eyebrows. So like that night or whatever night that was, I'm watching her do her eyebrows. And I guess I don't know, I guess how it happened, she left the eyebrow thing or whatever. It was a razor. Because she, back in the 80s, whatever. Because when I was born, 84, so the 80s. They had the old school box razors. So I believe she was using one of those, or I don't know if they had the other type of shavers that they got now that you could just buy at Dollar Tree. Like you buy the packs for like six of them in there for like $1.25 now, because it's $1.25. But I don't know if she was using one of those or she used the box razor. But I think it was the box razor. And basically she was doing her eyebrows, and then I'm sitting there watching her, so I guess she must have walked out the bathroom, and I end up shaving off my whole eyebrow. But I don't know if that was like kind of leading to this. Like, I don't know if this is the reason why I have these four, I think it's 4 of them, because that's all of what I used to see when I was younger. Like, I've noticed these on my wrist ever since I was a kid, or however far back that I could remember. And they're on both of my wrists. So I don't know if it was from like me poking myself with a fork. Like, you know how if you poke yourself with a fork, you know the fork got the four, you know, things or whatever. Or is this, I really feel like it's something else. I just don't know what it is. But I know before I was thinking that I did it with a fork, because I think I asked my mom about it before. Like, I was contemplating, did I do this with a fork or something? Because I've seen this on my wrist for like a long time. Like, again, like however far back that I can remember, like from like, I don't know when I started really paying attention to it. It might have been like in middle school or something, like maybe, no, probably maybe even elementary school. Yep. So I don't know, I want to do a reading on that, because like when I even asked my mom, then she didn't even really give me an answer. It's like with a lot of certain stuff that I would used to ask her when we was communicating, when we had a normal, how you say, when we had a normal relationship, when we had frequent communication, like, you know, I was used to talking to her like basically almost every day. But now that is like basically now it's non-existent. But I remember I did ask her about that, like, why do I have these on my wrist? Because it's not just on one wrist, it's on both of them. And like on this is my right arm. I could visibly notice them more on this wrist than I can on this one, but I can't see them there on the other wrist. Like, I see one for sure, and then I believe it's like 2 back here. Like, I don't know if that's because when I was born or something. Like, I don't know, but I've been wanting to know for like ever, what is the reason for those marks? Because it's like they permanent. And it's like they go in a line. So that's why, like, at one point I remember one time, I think I wrote that in my diary too. Like, one time I was looking at this, and I was like sitting in the car. And back then, the car my mom had, you know how, y'all remember how they used to have the, you know, before they had how the cars is now, they would have the lighters, because I don't even think they do that with the cars no more. They don't even put the lighter things in the car no more, with the ashtray and all that. So I think that's when she had her Buick, whatever that old school car was, a Buick, or I know it wasn't no Lincoln because that's what I had. So it might have been a Buick or something like that. And I don't know, she had went in a store or something. So I'm sitting there, I think that was that. And I think I wrote that in my diary. Like, I was sitting there looking at this. Somehow I end up messing with the damn lighter thing because I wanted to see how it worked. Like, that's how crazy sometimes stuff will be. I just be sitting there, not necessarily I don't know how to explain it, but excuse me, but I was messing with the lighter thing. You know how you push it down and then it'll wait a minute and it'll pop back up. So I pulled it out, and then I'm like looking at the damn thing, and I think I forgot where I burned myself with that, because I was playing with it or wanted to see how it worked or whatever. But I think that's the same day. That was one of the times I was looking at this on my wrist, trying to figure out what was the reason for them, or what was the reason for the dots. Because again, like I said, they on both of my wrists, like in a line, and it's like permanent little indentations. But I don't know where it stems from. So I don't know. I want to do a reading on that, just to see what I pick up. Because obviously right now I can't ask my mom, because I'm not talking to her for whatever reason. We're not communicating, so I can't ask her. Or if I did ask her, she may not even remember now. Who knows? So yeah, I wanted to use these cards too. So yeah, let's use these cards to start off with. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but how long it is, I'm gonna upload it to be public for, what is it, the 8th. I'll upload it to be public Monday, September 8th. All right, so let's see. What do I need to, or what needs to be seen, or excuse me, what needs to be seen or shown from this deck in regards to the indentations on my wrist? Could we get like 3 cards from this deck in regards to the indentations that are on my wrist? Could we get 3 on both wrists, actually? Could we get 3 cards from this deck, please and thank you? Because I don't know how to word it or ask it or whatever. I don't know how to ask the question, like how to word it in regards to this. So that's why I'm saying it like that. But let's see. What is the reason, or what needs to be seen in regards to the indentations on both of my wrists that I've been wanting to know since forever? All right, so I see number 2. I'm gonna take that. We have, so I wrote out the numerology and like the spiritual meaning for the numbers, for the numbers in their single digit. So that's number 2. It talks about justice, relationships, duality, partnership, twin flames, crossroads, soulmates, connections. All right, so we have the number 2. All right, let's get 2 more. Behind that was the number 9, but I'm gonna put that back and try again. All right, could we get 2 more cards in regards to the indentations that are stuck on both of my wrists? Could we get 2 more cards from this deck in regards to what does that mean? What is, okay, so that one all fell out. What's the bottom one? What's the bottom one? We have number 8. All right, that talks about strength, progress, ambition, richness, pure, what else? I was about to say pure or something, but I see abundance, priorities, confidence, control, karma, obstacles, determination, overcoming, progress. So we have the number 8. So we have 2 8. All right, and I'm gonna take 1 more from this deck. What is the meaning of the indentations on my... All right, so 10 fell out right off the bat. I didn't even get to shuffle a lot, and it came out by itself, the number 10. All right, that talks about fulfillment, infinity, lessons learned, end of a cycle, limitless, completion, possibility, wholeness, awakenings, fulfillment. All right, so we have the number 2, the number 8, and 10. Top of the deck, you have the number 6. All right, so, all right, I don't know what, I have no clue where I'm gonna go with as far as what decks I'm gonna use, but I'm just going with the flow with this. All right, so there's definitely something about a relationship, all right, that could be connected to why I have these 4 dots, these indentations on both of my wrists. All right. Number 2 also talks, I see sadness, I see peace, partnership, imbalance, sensitivity. I wrote balance on that card twice, I think. Did I? No, that wasn't the card. I wrote it twice. Was it? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, so I wrote imbalance, and then it also has balances. So imbalance and balance is under number 2. Yeah, look, we got 29 with community being at the back of the deck right now. All right, so I'm getting like the number 8 is giving me, because my birthday is August, which is the 8th month. So I'm getting that from the number 8. All right, clarify the number 2 in regards to what's the indentations on both of my wrists, the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 2 in regards to the indentations in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 2 for this energy out here in regards to the indentations on my wrist. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, you got unexpected money. You got 27 unexpected money. 27 breaks down to 9. All right, again, that's unexpected money. 27. All right, clarify the number 8 in regards to these indentations, these permanent indentations that are on my inside of both of my wrists. What do we need to see to clarify the number 8? Expectation. We got mature man at the back of the deck. Expectation look like it's coming out in the reverse, and 28 breaks down to 10. It's kind of trying to go in the reverse, but it's not. So something about an expectation, all right? And again, that 28 breaks down to 10. All right, we have 27, 28 out here. Ooh. I'm trying to think. I think my mom had me. I think she passed away in. She passed away in 91, and she was in her mid-30s, I think. And I think she had me in her late 20s, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I had to, let me see, where's my other phone? Let's see. Let's see. All right, so when I see I see justice on the number 2. I'm getting like, I don't know if this could have been something about this unexpected money through the court or something. Let's see. So I was born in 84. My mom was born in 1955. Okay. So I got my mom is I did 1984 to 1990 1955, excuse me, 29. Okay, so she was like her birthday was in December. Her birthday was in December. She had me in August. So she probably was 28 with this one. Number 8 and then 28. Okay. Alright. Wow. Clarify number 10 in regards to the indentations. Oh, and that fell out quick. You got main female at the back of the deck with number 2. And then you have number 2 right here. Alright, this is coming out in the reverse. We got gift that just came out in reverse with number 17, which breaks down to 8. Oh, Lord have mercy. Main female, number 2, 24 thief, 10 journey, 34 occupation, number 1 main male, 14 message of concern, 19 coffin, 37 poverty, 20 house, 33 concern. I feel like I want to do another row. Alright, so 17 is coming out in the reverse, which would be 17 would break down to 8. Okay, so is that something about her having me early? Is that why it came out in reverse? Because I was a preemie baby. I was a premature baby. Okay, I'm gonna do another row of these. Alright, clarify number 2 again in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. We got 33 with concern. Alright. So there could have been some kind of concern about some unexpected money, or there was some type of concern about this male or older male could have been having some kind of concern about unexpected money. Alright, you do have bad health at the back of the deck. 31 breaks down to 4. You got 15 breaks down to 6 with lovers. Alright, you have 18 with child, 25 high honor, 20 house, 37 poverty, 14 message of concern, 19 coffin, main male, mature man, occupation, 16 thoughts, 17. So somebody was in, either she was in her thoughts or it's because like what I know a little bit is like there was some type of stuff going on either when I was born or prior to me being born. I feel like that was part of the reason why my mom had ended up in New York, or ended up in the Bronx, New York, or she went to the Bronx, New York, and that's where she had me at. But I feel like it was some stuff that I don't know. I just know a little bit, like not even really bits and pieces. I just know here and there or whatever. Yeah, look, community, 39 community, which 39 breaks down to 12, 21 breaks down, 39 breaks down to community, 39 breaks down to 12, which breaks down to 3. Then you have 21 family room. Then you have number 6 mature woman. You have 32 despair. You got 9 change, privileged lady, sudden wealth. All right. Okay, behind. Oh, okay, I did privileged. Okay. Then 31 bad health, lovers, message of concern. But it's crazy how both of these break down to 3, or they both break down to 12 and then break down to 3. So Something about I feel like it had to do with who something about a relationship, because the number 2 talks about relationship. So I definitely do feel like it could have been 2 different people, or two different people was said to be the father, or this has something to do with money, like some money being connected to something in some type of way in regards to me. I don't know, but this is, yeah. Clarify the number 8 again. The number 8 again in regards to why I have the permanent indentations on my wrist, both of my wrists. We got occupation coming out in the reverse. Occupation came out in reverse. 34 breaks down to 7. That's 6. 33 breaks down to 6. This is 7. That breaks down to 8. Community is at the back of the deck again. Clarify number 10 again in regards to why I have the indentations on my inside of my wrist, both of my wrists. Clarify number 10. Dang. 30, adjudication. So you got marriage, and I see courthouse, and I see lovers. What the fudge is this? What is this? What the hell? What the helly? What the helly on? I want to hear that song. I gotta find that song. I ain't trying to listen to no rap right now, but I want to hear that song. I wonder who the hell gets by too. All right, so I'm gonna pick this card up because this is the only one that's not. So there's something about a marriage. What the fudge? We got 35 with pathway that came out by itself, which was turned over, which breaks down to number 8. 35 breaks down to 8. So 35 has pathway, but it breaks down to 8. And there's something about, like I said, I said I was kept looking at justice, and my mom kind of like was saying something in regards to when I was younger, how in regards to the whole thing about my last name and everything, like that whole spew about that. Now you have 15 with lovers come out kind of by itself, but it was separated from the marriage card with all those cards. But you got 15, which breaks down to 6, and that has lovers. Then you have these other cards that fell all together, which was number 3, marriage. You got 23, courthouse, 13, wealthy man, and you got 31, bad health. All of these cards got a number 3 on it. What in the holy mother... What is this? What? These all fell on top of 28 expectation with 34 occupation in reverse. I feel like I'm going to have to upload this tonight or whenever I get done. So hopefully this will not be an hour. I'm already 28 minutes in. But this is very, wow. Again, marriage, number 3 marriage came out next to 23 courthouse, 13 wealthy men, and 31 bad health. Which to me, the wealthy man could be a symbolizes, to me, could be like the King of Pentacles, I feel like, which is King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm getting right now. Something about the initial CM or MC could be significant. Because even though a lot of these cards have CM on them, whoever made this deck, the person that made this deck, I think that's their initials on the card. But something about CM or MC could be significant. But there most definitely be something about a wealthy man. My right eye is like itching. What the fuck? Excuse my French. I don't know what this is, but and then this wealthy man could have ended up in some type of bad health or something. Because literally these two came out right after one another. You had the wealthy man and then you had the bad health. And they both break down to 3. Or they both got 13. Or one is 13, the other one is 31. But they both break down to, I can't even talk. Both of them break down to 4. And then if you look at them all together, they all have a number 3 in it. So something about the month of March could be significant. Somebody's birthday could be in March, or it's definitely giving also to some type of third party energy. Like, this is crazy. Like, what am I picking up on? This is insane. And I don't like it. Because ain't nobody don't want to tell me shit. Excuse my friend. Nobody don't want to tell me nothing. And I gotta be sitting up here thanking God that I done went on this spiritual journey and I'm trying to figure it out by myself. Because nobody don't want to be of help. They want to be, yeah, something about a false person. Yeah, false person, number 8, 10, journey, 15, lovers, 25, high honor, 26, great fortune, 20, house, 18, child, 24, thief, 29, imprisonment. What the heck? What is this? Wealthy man came back out again. Oh, and look, 29, which breaks down 11 with imprisonment. And then we have mature woman, number 6, popping up from the top of the deck. But I wasn't even ready to pick the card again. This is crazy. I don't know how true this is what I'm picking up on, but yeah. Could we clarify number 10 again in regards to why I had the 4 indentations in the inside of my wrist? Could we clarify the number 10 again? I'm getting something about the month of February, August, and October could be significant. $26 breaks down to great fortune, and then you have gift. So gift in reverse, but then you have great fortune that's coming out in the upright. So you literally have gift in reverse, and you have great fortune in the upright. So what the fudge does this mean? Like, this is why I don't like that. I don't have nobody to like, how you say, yeah, but this is what I got. 17 gift in reverse with 26 great fortune coming out in the upright. And then 26 breaks down to 8. Oh shit. Both, excuse my French, both of these break down to 8. What? Both of these break down to 8. What the fuck am I picking? What is this? Another card came out. 14, message of concern. Then you have a mature woman at the back of the deck with number 6. Behind that, you have 4, courtship, 19, coffin, 3, marriage, 23, courthouse, 7, message, main female, number 2, 25, high honor, 11, sudden wealth, 15, lovers, 10, journey, toil and labor with 38 in reverse. So I don't know. I'm getting like somebody sleeping with somebody person, or somebody sleeping with somebody person behind their back, or I mean after the fact, or something like that. I don't know. What is this? So there was something about a money, abundance, a financial inheritance. Again, I keep feeling like I'm supposed to be. I possibly feel like I'm supposed to be in possession and I possibly feel like I'm supposed to be in possession of more than one financial inheritance. To be honest. If I just want to keep it a bean, like, I don't know how much these inheritance are or how much they were, but that's what I'm feeling, or I've been feeling like lately. Like, Yeah, but something about the month of February, I'm about to say March, but something about March could be significant too. But most definitely, I'm getting from these cards out here, February, August, and October could be significant. Should I do another row? And it's like my biological older sister that I am not also not communicating on a regular basis right now. She may or may not know about any of this. I don't know. So I can't even like ask her, not like if she's gonna tell me or not. I don't know. Whew, yeah, there was something about bad health and change. All right. 31 breaking down to 4. Number 9, change. 7, message. But I'm gonna do another row. I'm being guided to do another row. Clarify number 2 again in regards to the indentations in the inside of both of my wrists. Clarify the number 2 again for this energy out here. Clarify number 2. What the, you know what? Money is out here more than one time, yo. This is crazy. What is this? Sudden wealth came out again with the other one that, and you got mature men. And who in the hell is this? Like, I'm getting, like, I'm excited, but then I'm getting frustrated and I'm getting aggravated and I'm getting, like, I got all these emotions right now. I don't know. But look, money came out more than one time under this number 2. You got unexpected money, concern, and then you got sudden wealth. That all came out under the number 2. So, what is this? I see 9/11. I see confirmation. So, there's something about some money or something. But there was some kind of concern about it because you got concern again. Or there was a mature man that was concerned about this, or a man or just a emperor energy was concerned about this, some type of money, or I don't know. This is crazy. This mature man or this concerned man right here could be this mature man that's at the back of the deck with number 5. Clarify number 8 again in regards to the indentations. Oh shoot, that came out too fast. You got number 10. You got 37 poverty at the back of the deck. This crazy. This is totally like crazy, man. I mean, not like crazy, like, but it's just like, I'm like, what? That's what I'm feeling like right now. Like, what? And it's like, however this may be, it's like everybody know. It's like it's like a whole thing again, like a headed thing. Like everybody know about this except for the person that should know about it. Like everybody know about this except for the person that should know. Like what the, like a whole inside joke type of bull BS. Clarify number 10 again in regards to why, you know, in regards to the indentations in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the indentations. Clarify the number 10 for that. You got wealthy men at the back of the deck. 13 breaks down to 4. So there is something significant about a wealthy man. Something about the month of April could be significant. I'm getting something about an Aries, or what other month? Wow, you got 29, 11 breaks down to 11 with imprisonment in reverse. So you literally have gift and imprisonment in reverse, and this under the number 10. So what is that? 17 with gift in reverse, great fortune in the upright, and then you have 29 with imprisonment in the reverse, which breaks down to 11. Now, I'm not even going to hold you. I did hear some stuff about some man that they talking about he was already in prison, but we ain't going to go on into detail in this video about that. But I do know something about some men that had supposed to have been in prison already when I was younger, or whatever the heck. I don't know if that has to do with that, or this is something different. I don't know. I don't know if it's connected or not. This is it's making me feel some type of way. I'm gonna just say that it's definitely making me feel some type of way. Let's use this deck, because I don't know. I may or may not use tarot. 40 minutes in, I may or may not use tarot. I feel like I should use tarot probably. But let's see. Is there anything from this deck that we need to see to clarify the 2, the 8, and the 10 in regards to the indentations that is in the inside of my wrist? Alright? Right off the bat, you got 7th house. You got the 7th house, which talks about spiritually, diplomatically, mentally, relationships, get a fair deal. So there is something about a relationship. Alright? With that already clarifying the number 2 that came out that talks about relationships, soulmates, crossroads, twin flames, balance, harmony, connections, choices. All right, that's all that is. 4141 I just seen on the recording, but that's all that it says on the card, the number 2 card. Yeah, you got 10th house at the back of the deck. Let's see. What else do we need to see in regards to this 2, 8, and 10 that is on the table in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of both of my wrists? What else to clarify the 2, the 8, and the 10 about that? We got the 6th house. Spiritually as a full-time job, mentally serving, physically do it a little at a time. That is the 6th house. So now it's going from the 7th to the 6th house. Now I wouldn't feel like it would have to do with I'm getting something about like needles or something. I don't think the indentations wouldn't come from like needles. Alright, you have in Leo at the back of the deck, spiritually, leadership, mentally, creativeness, physically do what you want to, and behind that you have Sun, the creation of, mentally the gaining of respect for or from, physically things brought to light or bright, or excuse me, things brought to life or light, followed by in Pisces, spiritually, spirituality to ultimately experience, mentally trusting your psychic knowledge of, physically resulting from the indecision of or about. Behind that you have the 10th house, the South Node, Uranus, 9th house, which talks about spiritual values. What else do we need to see from this deck in regards to 2, 8, and 10 in regards to the indentations in the inside of my wrist? You have in Sagittarius, which that is my mom's birth sign. She's a Sagittarius. She was born on the 14th of December. It says spiritually insights to understand, mentally the wisdom of, and physically resulting from the understanding of. So there's something about a relationship. Something about a relationship. So I don't know how soon. I think from what I've heard or whatever, that I think I went into foster care right after I was born, but I'm not 100% sure on that. What else? Any other cards we need to see from this deck in regards to the 2, the 8, the 10, in regards to the indentations in the inside of my wrist? Anything else to clarify the 2, the 8, and the 10? You have the 1st house. So we have the 7th, the 6th, and the 1st house out here. All right, it says spiritually, who are you? or spiritually who you are. I said, who are you? So something about that could be significant, but it says who you are, not who are you. Mentally, your desires, physically, your actions. All right. Get a fair deal. Get a fair deal. Do it a little at a time, resulting from the understanding of your actions. But I feel like this is in regards to not my actions, somebody else's actions. All right, because again, this in Aquarius turning in towards Pluto. All right, behind Pluto is the 12th house, which talks about spiritually your faith, mentally hidden tendencies, physically large institutions or overwhelming events. Saturn, spiritually, the maturity that brings, mentally caution regarding mentally limits imposed, with Leo being behind Saturn, followed by the 10th house, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, the 4th house. Fourth house talks about as you did in the past, mentally your home base or your family. Physically, do what makes you feel secure. Let's get 2 more cards from this deck to clarify number 2, 8, and 10 in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. Can we get 2 more cards from this deck? All right, so there go the 2. 1 flew over here, which is Uranus. All right, Uranus, it says, spiritually stir up the situation by using, mentally be open to new ideas about, physically invent a way to. So there was something about a change. There was something about a change in regards to someone's actions or in regards to something that was done, I feel like. And then, wow, in Aquarius comes back out again. It says, spiritually, your vision, mentally, what's new and different about, physically, use an unconventional way, and wow. Back of the deck, you have the North Node, followed by the 4th house, 11th house, Sun, Leo again, which both are in Leo. In the 5th house, spiritually, the power of love, mentally, investment, gambles, and other games. Physically, your creations. In Taurus, 9th house, Neptune. Didn't I say somebody could possibly be a earth sign? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there could be some significance about a male Taurus, possibly. Or somebody that could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or that's giving me somebody that, like, this is somebody that's like a public figure, somebody that's important, somebody who appears to be grounded and like together, put together, stuff like that, so forth. Somebody who definitely could have had a lot of money or whatever, something like that connected to them. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's use the Romeo and Juliet deck. What is it at? 48 minutes, look like. What do we need to see from this deck to clarify for this energy out here in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist? Clarify the number 2. We have Kiss. All right. It says the sublimation of love, eternal loyalty, noble sacrifice. Wow. Interesting. With Prince at the Prince. What the fudge did I just say? With Prince at the back of the deck. Prince Ecalus, protection, kindness, Undertaker. Or why do I always say that? I always say Undertaker. I see 11:01 on alarm clock, but I was meant to say Undertake. I be saying Undertaker. I don't know why I say that when I see this card all the time. Excuse me. So there's something about this prince getting some type of secret help Which secret helper says keeping secrets, anonymous goodwill, dream, prophecy, hint, guidance, oracle, reveal, symbolize, oath of the moon, vows of love, marriage. Oh my God. So now, was my mom? Don't tell me she's something about somebody with a married person. Like, what the hell? But, I mean, it is what it is. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Yeah. Oh, not with that flying out as I was just saying that and thinking about what I was just saying. Look, forced marriage and determination. What the fuck? Forced marriage, loss of freedom, excessive interference, determination, courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, firmness. Behind determination is step forward, appointment, poison, which is harmful, destructive, ring, which give me like the energy of contracts and so forth like that. Rings talks about symbol of love, union, soul connection, betray, confession of love. Yo, OMG, what is this? This is crazy. It's not even like, what is this? This could literally be somebody's story, like, but this is definitely a personal reading that I wanted to record because I've been wanting to know what the hell he on. Clarify the number 8 in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. You have eager, something about immediate action. So there's some type of immediate action in regards to a kiss or resisting, all right? Because I don't know if this had to do with, like, my mom had some type of expectation, okay, and then she didn't work, right? Okay, so I feel like that's why occupation came out in reverse. And she did travel to the Bronx. She didn't stay here. I don't really know the reason why she didn't stay here when she had me, and why after she had me, why she didn't try to come back. Because, like, if she was still alive, or if I had got a chance to, like, I would have been telling her to come back. Like, come back here, or, you know, I would have, even though her sister, which is her, you know, what I'm told is her biological sister that adopted me, I would have been telling her to come back. I wouldn't have let her stay up there. I would have been telling her to come back. You need to come back here and be with me and your other daughter. Okay? That's what I would have said. I'm not even going to lie. Like, if I would have been talking to her and had communication, and, you know, I would have been able to, I would have communicated with her to come back. I wouldn't have wanted her to stay up there. Or I would have been, like, wanting to go with her, even though that probably wouldn't have been possible because she had already signed over her rights and I was already adopted. But I still would have been, like, wanting her to come back. Like, I wouldn't have wanted her to, like, especially if I would have knew the state of how she was living and stuff. Like, I definitely would have wanted her to come back. Like, why is you up there living like that? Why do you feel you got to be up there living like that? Like, you had a roof over your head, but at the same time, that's not even the minimum of, like, what a human should have. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't have been letting her stay up there like that. Clarify number 10 in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 10 again. Or, excuse me, not again, but clarify the number 10 in regards to this energy out here. Okay, I just seen social events, so now it's coming out. So we got social events. Establish contact, invitation, fellowship. So I'm getting something else, but I don't even want to say. Okay, so funny enough, the last row of these cards, I see one. I see one 5 times. So I see 5 1s in a row. I've never did the spiritual thing for 5 1s, which was crazy. But there's something about a narcissistic, attractive, noble, sincere, or is that so? Noble is one word, then sincere is another word. Whoever this energy is, this Count Paris. All right. All right, but before I got to that, I'm noticing that 29 again breaks down to 11. You have sudden wealth with 11. You got journey with 10. And then you have, again, like I said already, you got imprisonment with 29, which breaks down to 11. So, somebody not snitching on somebody, somebody not going to, somebody didn't go to prison, or what does gift have? What's the number on gift? 17. Oh shit! So it's confirmation out here twice. What? Let me see. That breaks down to 7. 2. It's confirmation out here 3 times with all of the cards. And I know, and if you know, you know what the confirmation I'm talking about. What the hell, Leon? It's confirmation in each row. So there was something about contact, or I'm getting, sometimes I get to with this card something about like a contract or something about paperwork. I'm getting, but the first card is Kiss. It says the sublimation of love, eternal loyalty, noble sacrifice. And this is a man and a woman on this card. All right, again, this is the Romeo and Juliet deck. So you know, the image, if you could see the imagery, they kind of look like two females, but I could see that the man is laying down and the female is on top of him. She got like a cross necklace on, or a dagger necklace on, or she got a necklace on and then it's like she holding something else. I don't know. This is, yeah. Is this the, I know that's not the card when they end up, you know, because remember, if you ever watched, like I talked about it in a videos back, like y'all know the whole, well, people who do know, who are into that type of stuff, because again, 11:10 on the recording. 3rd grade is when I remember the most. My teacher I had at the time at number 30 school, Mr. What was his name? It started with K. But anyways, he was having we had that time, like, I don't know if that was part of our lesson or that was like part of a break or something, but he will be reading from these novels. And I don't know if that's when I first knew about Romeo and Juliet. I don't know. It might have even been it might have been middle school, elementary or middle school. But anyways, I don't know. This might have been the part where I think like they both end up, like, since it's something about they couldn't be together, so they end up both, like, you know, they both go out together or something. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from this card, but I don't know, because it says Kiss, and it's kind of looking like, what is that? That, you know, the whole like side type thing. So I don't know. That's what I'm getting from this card for right now, but I don't know why. And then you got that man that's like in the back, so I don't know what he's about. Why he back there like that? He looked like the hermit, like he would be the hermit in the deck. Because he got like a stick and he got a sword in his side of his pocket. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know. Yeah, it says the Kiss. It says, oh Charlu, I believe that's how you say, drunk all and left no friendly and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Oh churl. Like, I don't know if some, like, throwing up that mean, if that's what that mean. Oh churl. Drunken all, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Act 5, Scene 3. But yeah. Wow. Oh, I'm at an hour. Oh snap. This is insane. So I'm getting something about hiding something. This is slow. And it's like each row got confirmation. Spirit giving me a confirmation in each row. I do get now that the occupation is symbolizing her not working. And something about it, there was some, either she was in concern or this man was in concern about her not working, or something about working. And then you have great fortune. But then you have gift and imprisonment that came out in reverse. So there could be something about a contract. I mean, that card that did come up that said marriage. So I don't know if this was something about somebody trying to force her into a marriage, or just some type of contract or something like that. Or it's just in general something about a relationship. But you do have fall in love at the back of the deck with enchanting love, Count Paris, rings, seeking help, Mercudo, which is humorous, loyal, devoted, wild, frenetic, Prince Escalus, masquerade ball. Let's see, let's do another row. For this energy in regards to the indentations that are both in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 2. Something about a dark div. That didn't come out though. The metaphor of love, flirt, seduction. So that came out. The metaphor of love, flirt, seduction, under kiss. Clarify 8 in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 8. Banishment. Severing ties. Protection from further injury. Eager. Is that eager to get rid of me, or eager to... Because I'm getting the whole thing about, again, like why my last names had to get changed, and like my mom that raised me never really wanted to get into all detail about that, and that's what I'm really trying to figure out that too. Like, why was it such a need for the whole name thingy, the whole last name thingy or whatever? But balcony also came out with banishment. Something about the initials BB could be significant, or the initials EB could be significant. Also, too, EB or BB could be significant. Balconies, it says land of love. Clarify 10 in regards to what is the... Clarify 10 in regards to the energy surrounding the indentations in the inside of both of my wrists. Clarify the number 10. Okay, is that what just came out? Revenge? Okay, Tybalt. Prince of Cats, fashion, aggressive, fell out on my lap. I thought I already had a card out here for, where did this, so something about revenge? Where the other card? Didn't I have another card out here already? What the hell? Okay, so revenge was sideways. It says revenge, punishment, compensations, counterattack. That came out sideways, but wasn't there another card behind? Social events, or with social events or something. Maybe it wasn't. No, maybe it wasn't, because it's only... Okay, no, it wasn't. Okay, so, but this revenge came out sideways. And then Tybalt also came out Prince of Cats, aggressiveness, fashion. Every time I see this card, when it says Prince of Cats, if you know, you know. That's what I get with that. It's like this person had him some women on him. And they kind of look alike. These two men look alike. These two men look alike. They look alike. Ew, that's crazy. These two men look alike. That is this the old version, or this the older version, and then this the old version. Why these men look alike like that? That's crazy. They look alike in the picture. So please don't tell me it's something about somebody discrimination. Who is that? Who is that? Who is this man? Who in the hell is this man? Look, back of the deck, confession of love. I say I love you. Wooing, seek, search, encounter, chase, love at first sight, twin flame, mirror souls, the nurse, kindness, loving, realistic, time to say goodbye, farewell, patience, romantic night, betray, misunderstanding. Dark deal was turned in towards Capulet, which was fatherly love, controlling, dogmatism, resisting. Okay, so yeah, wow. Let me try to use a little bit of tarot because it's getting to be a little long, but I mean, let's see. Wow, this is something else. Oh yeah, I need to use that deck too. The Sun just came out with the Seven of Cups. So there's something about some type of illusions, a choice. Somebody felt like something about someone doing something quick without thinking about it, or feeling like they had to do something quick without thinking about it in regards to a choice, or in regards to some type of illusion. Something about the month of July or 7 months prior, or something could be significant to this energy. Something about the month of November and October could be significant. That's what I'm getting, because I see 10 and 11. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles just came out. The High Priestess turned over, which is in, what is it, Taurus or Cancer, one of them. What do we need to clarify? The number 2 for this energy in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 2. Something is over, or something's completed. I see with the World card turning over in the deck. But you have Page of Wands coming out. I was about to drop it. I'll be trying not to make sure I drop the cards, because it'd be hard to pick them up because how I'm sitting. What else? Clarify the 8 in regards to this energy, in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. You have the 8 of Swords. Something about mental confinement, or whether, or something with the 8 of Swords. Somebody feeling like they had to do something quick without thinking about it because they didn't want to go. They didn't want to be in this 8 of Swords, or my mom, like, you know, my mom didn't want to be in this 8 of Swords, or something about me not being in the 8 of Swords when I was younger, or whatever this was, or yeah. Queen of Pentacles just turned over. Queen of Cups at the back of the deck. I see the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Clarify number 10 in regards to this energy. Why do I have the indentations in the middle of my wrist? That flew out fast. We got the Death in reverse. Death and Rebirth in reverse. Because I know that this, whatever these indentations is, it definitely was there after I was born. So It had to be from after I was born, which I feel like. That's what I really feel like. 5 of Cups at the back of the deck. Clarify number 2 in regards to this energy. What is, clarify the number 2 again in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 2 again. Woo, look how that flew out so fast. This 2 keep coming up. 2 of Cups. What? The Devil at the back of the deck. Somebody could literally be a freaking earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's something about it hidden about the earth sign. That feelings with the King of Cups, 6 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Yo. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles. I'm about to say clarify the 8 of Pentacles again. Clarify the number 8 in regards to 5 of Pentacles turned over in the deck. Clarify the 8 in regards to the indentations in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 8. Okay, so I see the 4 of Swords first. So now it's going from the 8 of Swords to the 4 of Swords. I see 111 on the recording. It came out with the Knight of Swords again. The Hangman at the back of the deck. Clarify the number 10 for the energy in regards to why I have the indentations in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 10. Alright, so the Hangman, or not the Hangman. Judgment just fell out in reverse. But the Magician with the 2 of Wands turned over in the deck. So something about Judgment came out in reverse, but I don't even want to take it. Something about a decision, travel, far away, Magician, manipulating a situation or manipulating someone. I'm getting also something about changed at birth or something like that. Like something which look, yeah, 6 of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. Clarify the number 10 again in regards to the indentations that are in the middle of my wrist. Or the top of my wrist. We got the 9 of Swords. With the Moon card. Let's do one more row. Clarify the 2 again. Wheel of Fortune. Taurus, Capricorn. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio with the Wheel of Fortune. The Sun at the back of the deck. Clarify the 8 in regards to for the indentations that are in both of my wrist and the inside, in the middle of the top. I can't even get it out now. Crazy. Clarify the number 8 again for this energy in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the number 8. 10 of Wands. So there's definitely something about a decision, burdens. All right, you got 10 coming out again a lot. 4 of Wands was turned in towards the 10 of Swords. Knight of Cups. All at the back of the deck with the 8 of Wands. 6 of Wands. The Tower. Wow, this is crazy. But it's like, okay. So I feel like she felt like she had to do something, all right? Yeah, the Hermit. Solitude, I'm getting something by herself. Now the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Star, the Queen of Cups at the back of the deck with the Fool card. The Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Clarify the 10 again in regards to the indentations in the inside of my wrist. Clarify the 10. Give me one more card to clarify the 10. The 5 of Wands just wanted to come out. Give me one more card to clarify number 10 in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist. Judgment is at the back of the deck. Knight of Swords actually comes out. So it's like there's something about a relationship, something about money, doing something quick without thinking about it or feeling like they had to do something quick without feeling about it. And again, I was wondering too, did my mom end up like in the same type of situation like me in a way or something like that, but not really, but something like me? that's why she ended up going to New York. Like, but I don't know. You got Judgment and Leo at the back of the deck with the Two of Wands, the Magician, the Two of Swords, Three of Cups, Six of Wands, all at the back of the deck now. Yeah, so I'm wondering if she was going through some type of situation, something like mine, but not really. I don't know. I kind of want to use the horror deck, but then I don't know how much time I got left to record. Okay, yeah, I was gonna grab this one. Is there anything particular from this deck that we need to see for the energy that's already in the table? Church member. So something about a church member. That flew out fast. Church member. We got I Choose You at the back of the deck. What else do we need to see for this energy out here on the table in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist? Something about gang life. All right, that fell on top of church member. Gang life. We got that. Wow. We got that came out first. Yeah, this is crazy. I know what I need to do. We got that. Anything else? So something about a church member, a family member, gang life, swinger. I know what I need to do. Catfish, mental health. I just saw that. Anything else for the final last time for the reason why, for the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist? Anything else? Any other cards for the final last time? All right, we got that came out. That I see that at the back of the deck. We got and then we also have this. But look, these was at the back of the deck. So we had that at the back of the deck. This. And yeah. Maybe there could be something about that, but I'm not for certain. I wouldn't think that my mom would have been doing this though, but that was behind all the other cards. So, and I know that my mom, they said that she struggled with mental health, but I don't know if that was something that was just like genetic, or was it something that just came after a certain point or something like that. What else should I use? Anything else that we need to see that we haven't seen in regards to? I see 11th house Jupiter in Aquarius with innovation. Behind that came out the 4th house Saturn in Cancer with charity. Rebellion. 11th house Mars in Aquarius with rebellion. 2nd house Sun in Taurus with acquisition. So there could be something about a Taurus, and I'm not even playing, because I feel like that done came up a couple times now. What else we need to see from this deck in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of both of my wrists? What else? Any other cards that needs to be seen or shown? Whoa. Any other cards for the final and last time? Okay, so that's a lot. The first ones that are turned over, I see 9th house Moon in Sagittarius with optimism. You have manipulation, 8th house Jupiter in Scorpio with manipulation. All right, that was coming up with the Magician card. Behind that, you have the 10th house Sun in Capricorn with achievement. The other ones is 4 more left. We have 2nd house Mars and Taurus with defense. The other three, let's see. 11th house, Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. 5th house, Saturn in Leo with generosity. And you had the 7th house, Moon in Libra with companionship, but it came out in the reverse. But I'm going to put it in the upright. Or actually, I'm going to just turn it around, because I could read. I know what it says. So, yeah, 11th house, 4th house, 9th house, 8th house, 10th house, 2nd house, 11th house, 5th house, and 7th house. So we have Moon, Sun, Jupiter, Saturn. Saturn energy came out here 3 times. Mars came out once. The only one we missing is something about a loyal friend, all right? Because the 12th house was just turned in towards the 3rd house with adaptability. But this was the 12th house. 12th house, it gives me like something about a loyal friend. Then you see the Moon in Pisces with empathy. Something about a Pisces and a Gemini, or just something about Pisces and Gemini energy. Devotion. 7th house, Saturn in Libra with devotion at the back of the deck. Wow. That was something. Let's see. Anything from this deck, I see investigate right off the bat. Anything from this deck to clarify this energy in regards to something about a male or female best friend. I just saw that. I see behind that. Put them off to the side. Look, the month of January. Time will tell. Truth, speaking truth. I see that. Exploitation. I see ICU by Coco Jones. So something about the title of the song, or the song could be significant. I see the judgment in reverse, isolation, separation, prejudging, self-doubt, stereotyping, lazy thinking, fear of the unknown, abuse of power, hiding behind many masks. All right, that's the judgment in reverse. Anything else we need to see from this deck in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist? Something about a false person. Oh, please don't knock this cup over. Ooh. Something about the sun sign. So something about sun sign. A false person, the sun sign. I don't know who this is. What else do we need to see in regards to the indentations in the inside of my wrist? What else? Worship the devil. Something about a friend's family member. A friend's family member. I see New York. I see pomegranate. Fruitfulness, abundance, righteousness, fertility, blessings, new beginnings, rebirth, beauty, love and passion, protection, purification. And that's the pomegranate. If I knew how to draw it, I would have put it on here. But that's pomegranate. What else in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist? What else? Grasshopper. Something about a spell. I seen grasshopper first. Luck, wisdom, nobility, enlightenment, freedom, indecision, fertility, health, prosperity, a leap in faith. All right, that's grasshopper. All right. Oh, did I show the back? Grasshopper. And then we got, yes, she did a spell. Yes, she did a spell. What else? Anything else? News. So I'm picking out the cards that I see that come up to the top of the basket that I see like the most clearly. All right. Anything else in regards to the indentations being in the inside of my wrist? I see happy. I see Emperor, the first house. We got, okay, so I picked it out, I guess, in the reverse. So something about an Emperor in the reverse. We got the first house, identity, personality, ego, self-image, beginnings, consciousness, appearance, temperament, and that's the first house. A man brings clarity and peace. A boy brings confusion. Anything else to clarify the energy? The letter F, which I feel like something about the fire, or I see shadow side, or something with the letter F. What else in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my hands? Only hear what they want to hear. Anything else to clarify the energy? Anything else? Devil energy coming up again. I see the crown chakra in the reverse. Oh, I just saw it in the reverse. Something about an automobile, car, truck, SUV. Something about some blonde hair behind that. What? Anything else from this deck in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist? Anything else? Whoa. It says, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Yeah, I just made this card like a few days ago. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything, and that is coming from Magic. Why am I thinking him? Malcolm X. All right, but something about who I was about to say his name. Maybe he may be significant to something. I don't know how, but that just came up next that I saw. Anything else for the final and last time in regards to the indentations being on the inside of my wrist? Anything else? I see something about a tit for tat. Something about the Queen of Wands, but I'm seeing it. I'm not going to hold you. I do see it in the reverse. We got low self-esteem, jealousy, bully, afraid to take a risk, overbearing, manipulative, infidelity, deceit, opposition, insecure, vindictive. All right, that was the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I see stalking a new relationship. So I don't know what's that about. I see every person doesn't deserve your love or your energy. All right. Something about a city employee. Okay. Commit to. I see something about identity crisis. No love life. Alright, that was just behind identity crisis. Ooh, oh shoot. Apartment complex just flew out with a whole bunch of other cards. What? Not this coming out. It says, warning, a spell is going to backfire soon. It's not going to be pretty. Enjoying single life after an unsuccessful relationship. Blackouts under the influence. Blackouts under the influence. Ooh, that just fell. Something about yes. Feeling a type of way. And all I do is think of you by truth. Alright. So something about that song could be significant, or the title of the song could be significant. But not the first card that came out with those. What the hell is that coming out? I see the letter U. Oh, shoot. I know what I'm getting with that. F-U. Oh, snap. No MG. Let's see. I see that by Lil Wayne. She will Lil Wayne featuring Drake. All right. I still see Crazy in Love. Crazy in Love. What's behind that? Rules, Doja Cat, Rules, Doja Cat, and celebrated a false death. All right, I'm gonna put that back, but I also see chosen ones. Great-minded or great gifted, sweet, sensitivity, unique, understood, you and youthful. What else? Something about a lawyer. Anything else in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist that I don't know where the hell they came from? We got 899, divine guidance, spiritual growth, service for others, closure for old cycles, promise of new beginnings, and supportive energies, especially for those on a spiritual path or twin flame journey. So there's definitely something about some type of twin flame energy. I see hater, star. Anything else in regards to something about a karmic family, paternity doubt. Now they want to start popping up. Paternity doubt. Anything else in regards to me having these indentations in the inside of my wrist? Anything else from the basket? Anything else needs to be seen or shown? I see love bombing, a suspicious house fire. Wow. Something about an off-duty officer. Abusive position and power. Yeah, abuse of position and power. I see this card. I see love bombing again. Something about that. Something about an Eastern star. Anything else? A pair of thieves I just saw. I see that. What's behind it? Looking from the outside in. Nothing is the same between you two. So both of those. Proving a point. Anything else for the final last time? Unsure of the future. I see thief stealing. All right. Anything else particular to this relationship? Short of the stick. Short end of the stick I just saw. Making daily threats. Something about that. Something about the IRS. Something about that. I also see that. Making daily threats. Registered ex-offender. Person with nothing to lose. Something about 1 to 2 p.m. or excuse me, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Body language. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna put those back. I see yes. Anything else? We got that. Now I see this. Anything else in regards to, I see the 5th house, and I see that 5th house is self-expression, passion, fun, creativity, pleasure, casual X, sex, inner child, and children. So we got the 5th house, and then we have that, and then we have that. All right, but I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. All right, now I see this, that, and that. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this out now. I'm gonna read the other cards off camera. But again, that is the 11th house, innovation, 4th house, charity, 9th house, optimism, 8th house, manipulation, 10th house, achievement, 2nd house, defense, 11th house, eccentricity, 5th house, generosity, and 7th house, compassion. Close it out with the archangel deck if I could talk. 11:47 on the alarm clock. It's about to be September the 2nd in a minute. Is there any particular cards from the Archangel deck that we need to see to close out this energy of this reading in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my wrist? Clarify, what do we need to see to close this out? So those two just fell out. So we're going to take those. I see the Ace of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles is behind it. Alright, could we get at least two more to close out this energy in regards to the indentations that are in the inside of my arms, my wrists? One more for this energy. Alright, back of the deck we had the Hierophant. I'm going to read that too. Alright. I see Come Talk to Me by Jodeci. Alright, but so we got the Ace of Wands, Archangel Ace of Wands, the Patient God, number 30. Fertility and multiplicity, protects against despair, helps one be patient. Alright, so that's the Ace of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Archangel's Nine of Pentacles, the Omniscience God, I'm probably saying that wrong, number 33. Submission to higher order, identifies traitors and destroys their plan. Wow. And I see 333 with those. Alright, the next one is the King of Pentacles. If that ain't confirmation like 3 times, that's crazy. King of Pentacles, Archangel King of Pentacles, the adored God. Obedience causes harmony and peace, calms anger in anyone. So somebody definitely, again, I gotta say it again, somebody could be a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or something about a King of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands, Archangel, Page of Wands, 27. The Preventing God, propagation of light, confounds the wicked and slanders, saves from enemies. All right, wow, that's powerful. Page of Wands, the Preventing God, number 27. Propagation of light, confounds the wicked and slanders, saves from enemies. Didn't 27 come out here? I think 27 came out in one of the Kipper cards, I think. The last one is the Knight of Pentacles. I think one of these cards broke down to 6-2 or something like that. But this is the Knight of Pentacles, Archangel Knight of Pentacles, number 6. The Praiseworthy God, light of understanding, acquires knowledge and cures illness. Wow. And again, I think my mom passed away. I don't know. She might have passed away at 34. May or may not have. The Hierophant is at the back of the deck. That is divine forgiveness, obtains friendship and favors the great, secures promises. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this video and this reading, this personal reading. But again, I still am going to upload it. All right. So I will upload it so that it could be public Monday the 8th. All right. So I will see you later and I will see you in the next video.